Hey beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. You're here with me, Sarit and Stevie K. Okay guys, we're doing a movie review for Until Dawn.
Yes, this is going to be our first movie review for this channel.
It bloody is
so,
as well.
And we're doing it on a horror. I mean, it's not that we haven't watched any other films, but this is the first review we hope.
And plus we watched it last night.
We watched it last night, so it's fresh in
the
our
memory.
head. Yeah, so if you guys haven't seen it, then after our review, you can decide if you want to see it or not see it, unless she's already started pulling faces. You know what I mean? But anyway, to the people who don't know, Until Dawn is a sort of a survival horror film. So I'm going to give you a brief little thing that's already written here, so I don't have to remember it. Truthfully, it's just basically a group of friends, without reading it, group of friends, right, who go together.
Good-looking friends. They're all bloody good-looking as well. I don't know why.
Yeah, well, you always have to have them in horror films.
Not always. No,
No,
not always.
You normally also need them with big boobs, but that didn't happen in this one. You know, in horror films, you're supposed to. Have you not seen Scream?
Well,
You're supposed
very
to.
Pretty girls,
but
very
then,
pretty
but
boys.
then they usually die. And anyway, let's get back to what it is about. So, yeah, they got to a remote, secluded valley. Basically, one of the girls, her sister is missing, and she wants to try finding her, and the friends tag along, kind of thing. And they end up getting to this house where it's based on a game. So they get into this house, and what ends up happening is they can't leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they've got to try to survive until dawn. But the only thing is, each day, they keep on getting killed by various different kinds of crazy ass people, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they've only got a certain amount of, not like Cat who has 9 lives, they got like about 13.
Yeah.
So if by the 13th night they don't survive during, dawn, then basically that's it.
Game over.
It's game over.
Dun,
Gone for ages. It's directed by David F. Sandberg. So I'm going to let Sarit say what she felt about it first. Then I'm going to tell you what I felt.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I kind of fell asleep in the
She did.
10 minutes into it, and I was asleep for about 15-20 minutes, and it was the last I saw the first person die, and then I saw the last person die. That's when I woke up. I think it's because I was really extremely tired. I had an extremely tired day. But then again, saying that, the movie for me, I just wish I went to bed, to be honest. Because the repetitiveness of the next day and then killing the same kind of creatures or whatever it was in different ways, it got a bit boring for me. And the same kind of, it was just like, ugh.
Repetitive.
Yeah.
Guys, obviously, if you know, Until Dawn it is based on a computer game. And I've got the computer game, but I haven't played the computer game. So...
They know what to expect as well. They're screaming and yelling, the same creature, the creature's running. This is like, you should just, come on now.
Yeah, so it's based on, obviously, the computer game. And I've heard that both things... Well, the computer game is obviously going to be better. But for me, I would say, just like Sweet said, I want to get into it because I do like horror films, and I do like survival horror films as well. So, and I like the blood and gore. And I think when we done the trailer reaction, the concept of it, I was actually quite attracted to it. Like, I really wanted to watch it, and I really wanted to enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I think once it sort of started, and the build-up at the start, I get the sort of story, why they went there, and the whole thing. But it was like the deaths itself weren't so fascinating for me. But not only that, I think I wanted more jump scares, and there was hardly any. And then, like you said, Sweet didn't give anything away by saying when the first person died and the last person died, because like I said, they all die each and every night to figure out, how they're going to make it through. But I think what got missing in it was the figuring it out. They could have made it a bit more of a thriller in the sense, or like a mystery thing of, as soon as the first night happened, like, oh shit, this has occurred. Now, let's try to figure out how we're going to survive, instead of, let's go through this again. It's like, how dimwits are you? You know what I mean? Yeah. And then they're realising that they are going to get, it's like Groundhog Day, but not Groundhog Day. They're not getting killed the same way. It's like different ways they're getting killed. But even that, to me, it could have been a bit more frightening, gory, scary. I would have liked to see more. Like I said, not just the jump scare, the eeriness. You know, like if you're watching a Conjuring, you might not even see someone die, but the feel and the eeriness in that
Yeah, because I like
makes you feel like, oh shit, something's
it
coming, but it's not coming, but oh my god, what's gonna happen?
Yeah, it could have been.
We didn't have that.
The build up to it, like when they come out of like this forest area and the rain's there, and then they get into this place. You thought, okay, this is going to be good, like the house itself, but then that's all weird. It just stopped all of a sudden the rain, and it's just like clouds above. That I thought, yeah, it's gonna be great. Like it's gonna be different, the killing and whatever else, not the blood and gore, the jump scares. But you know what I found interesting, but I was half asleep as well anyway. I was like the concept, like, you know, the guy that's in there, and he's talking about your fear, your anxiety and your nerves. You're feeding it more.
Yeah.
I still didn't catch what that was about.
Yeah, I'm not going to give that. Anyway, you like to watch that and find out yourself. But I was going to say, that's what happened. You know, when you get to the point where normally on a survival film, and obviously you got to make things different, you more or less go in, okay, are these people going to die or not? Are they going to make it or not? And that's what keeps you on the edge of the seat. Obviously, in this one, you know that they're going to die every night.
Yeah.
Right? So it got to the point where I was just like going, oh my god, please just let them live so they could go home and I could turn the film off. You know, I don't care anymore. You know, and not only that,
even more. He didn't even say that when he went to bed. I was like, oh, I'm shocked. I'm hearing this from you.
No,
this morning.
exactly. The thing is, right? They went for a sister, like that girl's sister, to go and see her. She didn't even have a great relationship with her sister. I'm not being bad, but you can see the flashbacks of, like, you know, their relationship. The sister's gone and she couldn't care less, and she'd gone to look for her sister who's gone missing, even though, you know. I didn't even feel, and then the characters, I didn't care. You know, it was just like, okay, if one of these two brother and sister, you know, like when they came out there, are these two a couple? Oh, does it matter? You know, and then you like more or less going, oh, even the director is going, it doesn't matter, I don't care if you like think they're friends or if they're couples or if they're sleeping together or whatever. I don't care. There was no relationship. Yeah. There was no, and even when these killers were coming or whatever, yeah, I mean, there was some that looked quite gruesome. But
faces and stuff.
The time, it was like, okay, we got to wrap this up kind of thing. You know, guys, we got to get through this. It wasn't the whole slow pace, slow moving, you know, like, is he going to get him? Isn't he going to get him? Is it going to happen? Are they going to escape? And many of the clues or things that you see, and you, like, you know, like in every horror film, you're going, why aren't they going through that door? Or why aren't they opening that? Why aren't they doing that? That when you've got like 13 lives, you just go, oh, sorry, let me try something different. You won't do the same thing and going, okay, let's just hide somewhere and expect a different result. Maybe in this room you might not find us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or if we run over there, maybe then we won't get chased. And it's like, how many times you have to understand that? But yet those doors over there, let's not go there because something might happen. Why don't you just open them? If you die, it's like it is like a computer game. You can respawn. After you die, you come back and you're going, okay, another chance. But, you know, you try different things. Here, they weren't trying anything different or new.
No.
And then...
And what was the reason for, like they were each and every day, either the hair something was falling out.
Every single time they were getting killed, they were like, they were becoming more and more of what he would... Well, I can't give that away anyway.
It's just dumb.
But it was something that I wanted to enjoy. It could have been more fun. It could have been more gory if they wanted. It just seemed like I would have preferred more eeriness and more of a, you know, like the slow pace, Halloween-y type, Michael Myers slowly coming or Jason disappearing kind of thing. Or even if they wanted to do a bit more of a Freddy Krueger of this. It was neither nor.
Do you think even the characters as well, the actors that they played really well? Because they didn't seem so scared, did they? They was like, oh,
no, he seemed like, oh my god, what just happened? Yeah. Oh god, we got to survive. And he's like, it wasn't like...
They were shit scared.
And even then it became like, oh, we're going to die, so let's just...
die.
Let's just die and we could try again. I would have gone, what? They were, even that? Let's just die and we could try again tomorrow. It's like going, why do you want to do that, man? You're why dumb? Yeah, even if you got 10, 20 minutes left, figure out shit. Figure out why you can survive. Why just go, let's just stop and let's start again, so tomorrow we've got a bit more of a time.
You know what I did find funny? What I did find funny is when they were also exploding. I thought that was just pathetic.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, that was just so
bad. Guys, do watch it, but it's a one-time watch. Honestly, I wasn't scared. It didn't terrify me. It did make me just feel like, it was repetitive. It did get to a point where it's like, I couldn't care less if
I'm
they
glad I had
did
that.
die or they didn't die, or if they made it or they didn't make it.
I had that 10-minute nap. As soon as I got to the place and one person died, I had that 10-minute nap. I was like, okay.
But then again, at the same time, I can say I've seen films that are a lot worse.
Yeah, I guess.
So the creatures and things were quite. The CGI wasn't so bad.
No, that
and not
was
only that,
quite
even
good. And
the
that's what's
even the head
disappointing.
killer
You could have made it
was
more,
was
because it
also
was.
good. And again, the actors weren't so bad either. They done a role. Like I said, the only thing is, for being in that situation, you either be totally shit scared or you'll be fighting for survival. But they didn't seem like that either. They were just like, yeah, okay,
Let's
you
just
know what I
get
mean?
through
Yeah.
this. We'll figure it out.
But anyway, that's just our take. That's how we felt.
If you've watched it, what's your take?
But was looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It's just that after it finished, I just felt disappointed.
Yeah.
You know, I just expected more and I expected better.
You need to let us know what we should watch and review, and we'll do a review on it. What's good to watch that you think we'd enjoy?
Anyway, that was the video. That was our review. Sorry if it's not in the way that normally people do their reviews. We're just telling you how after watching it, or whilst we were watching it, how we were truly feeling. And we gave a gist of what it was. But like I said, you know, I've seen some movies with shit CGI and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some moments that you feel, I just wanted some more jump scares.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole running away and all that, and things, are they going to get them, aren't they going to... You have that little bit of a feel.
Yeah.
But I was more scared of watching that Barbarian movie. Remember Barbarian, where they at the Airbnb?
Yeah,
And they stayed in that.
That was actually really scary.
That was like, oh, the
That was
eeriness, the
so
terror, the
I
feeling.
enjoyed that so much.
We should do a review on that one.
Yeah,
But
we should.
compare it, you know what I mean?
So good.
That is a different... And that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And that didn't even have, like, you know, creatures and monsters like that.
No, you didn't even see them.
That's what you need.
You freaked out.
Guys, that's the review. Let us know in the comments below what you guys think of Phil, and we'll see you next time.